Welcome back, explorer, to werewolves, shapeshifter to row. The locket and the lilies. Old memories you have locked in your heart. Memories of love, memories of relationships. The past that you wish you could hide. Let it die like cut flowers. Let the memories die and be harvested. You can harvest them and turn the fibers into threads. You can weave your heart back together stronger than it was before. Your body, your sense of self, everything you've been through. You can weave into you like wisdom, like tolerance, like endurance, like love, like creativity, like another spell, another story to spin. The sickle, harvesting the memories from the past that pertain to love, that pertain to relationships, that pertain to your old ways of life. Things you let go of, things you moved on from. Again, like memories trapped in your heart. Harvest them, let them die, use the fibers. Weave together your new self, your stronger self, your self that survived, your self that is wiser, kinder, more aware. You have a lot to harvest. You're bountiful and abundance. You have many memories that you can tame, that you can cut and reweave to make a new tapestry. One that supports who you are now. The bouquet and the lady, harvesting all of these memories like cut flowers, is an act of self-love. It's an act of feminine wisdom. It is a divine way to honor yourself, to accept yourself, to accept the past, the present, and the future. It is a very strong act of self-love that is rooted in abundance, in support, the earth chakra, the root chakra. It is a way to care for your feminine self, the feminine side of your nature and of all nature. Freedom is both feminine and masculine, beautifully intertwined. The ship. This is a card of movement across water, motion. It is feeling the emotions that come up with these memories that you're harvesting. It is allowing the emotions to drain through you. You're drying out the fibers so that you can weave them. You're sailing across the emotions through your mind, through memory. The emotions are part of you. They're a deep part of you, a very deep part of the feminine wisdom that you bring to the surface, that you reclaim. You bring back the cool, refreshing waters of the world. Let your child be at play here as you're catching these memories. The memories bring great change, great transformation. Weave them into beautiful garments for your soul. Weave them into your self-expression. It is powered by your solar plexus. The weaving of these memories strengthens your solar plexus, your divine will. Masculine and feminine energies work well together here. They are the basics, the foundations of your freedom. Enjoy this process. Play through it. Dance through it when the emotions get too heavy. Go for a walk. Be in nature. Do something you love. Take care of yourself. Remember to keep the nibblers away as you're catching memories and reweaving them into the structure of who you are. No longer allowing the memories to grow like weeds in your mind. You've harvested them. You have tended to your garden. Tarot card 1, the Hierophant. This is a beautiful picture of an owl in the full moon looking down at a black cat. It's wisdom, tamed. It's wisdom expressed through your feminine side. It's looking at the old patriarchal teachings and divining them through the feminine. It's looking at the hidden meaning in the sacred texts. It's freeing yourself from the patriarchal spell that was written over these sacred texts, such as the Bible, the Book of Coming Forth by Day, usually known as the Egyptian Book of the Dead, which is a mistranslation of the title. All of these ancient texts have been translated wrongly and intentionally wrong to cast a spell, a patriarchal spell that keeps the feminine down. The feminine, remember, is in all of us. These spells benefit nobody. It is a world out of balance. It is a world without true authenticity and therefore without true freedom. So now translate these texts through your feminine wisdom. You can see beyond the illusion. You can see beyond. You can remember the truth. Practice remembering the truth. The Three of Cups. This is a celebration of the divine union of the masculine and feminine. This is a message of celebration. It is the Trinity, which we know has been mistranslated to mean the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And of course it's the Father, the Mother, and the union between them is the Holy Spirit, is the child. This is what the patriarchy has done, has left out the feminine and the inner wisdom of the child. But we know the way to freedom, to heaven, is to be again like the child. And this is a celebration when the masculine and the feminine come together. New creation is born. Your creation of freedom, your creation of authenticity. You see, we don't have to fight the old systems that exist, the patriarchy systems that exist, the old structures in public education or religion or capitalism. We don't have to fight the structures because when we stop participating in them, they start to crumble. It's as simple as that. You build your own structures in your own reality, your structures of freedom, and you're no longer in the timeline of the old patriarchy. Your life runs in a reality of freedom. And when you do that, Others get the permission to do that. They see you doing that, and they can have the courage to do that themselves. So celebrate your success. Celebrate the union of the feminine and the masculine. And judgment comes now, and in this judgment, it's an ending to the judgments that you once placed upon yourself for your past. You do not judge your heart by your past experiences, by your past deeds. That was your path to awakening. That was why you were sent here. You were sent here to forget so that you could remember again. Do not judge your past. Once you've awakened, reclaim your heart. You've harvested the memories you had locked in there, and you use them to reweave yourself, to pull yourself back together, like how Isis remembered Osiris, like physically remembered him, sewing his body parts back together after he was torn to pieces. When your heart is whole again, it can only lead you to good, and that is the true judgment of your heart, that it is in the light, that it is holy, that it is whole, and there is nothing wrong with your desires and your dreams and what you love. What you love is your purpose. It is what was written in your heart by your higher self, by God. And I know God can be a trigger word, so God or gods or the universe, but what is meant by that is your higher self, the part of you that remembers, the part of you that did not forget. The Knave of Swords here is a raven on a door handle, perhaps a locked door, but behold, he holds the key in his beak. You speak the truth. That is the key. You have the truth of transmutation. You can transmute the past into the truth of the present. You can transmute the sacred texts into the truth from remembrance. You are cunning, you are smart, and you have this wisdom. And when you speak it, it unlocks doors. It frees you from the old structure. You can walk right out of it into the new structure of your authenticity. It is a portal. Your truth speaking is the portal. The Wheel of Fortune, and here we have a black cat playing with a Ouija board. The Wheel of Fortune. Your feminine nature is quiet and listening. It goes between shadows. It is liminal. It channels information, perhaps from your ancestors, perhaps from your higher self, perhaps from the earth, the trees, or the insects, perhaps from angels or extraterrestrials, or perhaps it channels wisdom from your own heart. Using that quiet feminine power brings you fortune, brings you good luck. It is the portal. It is the heart that you follow, that you listen to. It is the truth that excites you and lights you up. It is not to be forsaken, not to be doubted. it's something that you'll want to follow, because if you feel like you've been walking through a hot desert, following the sacred feminine intuition will lead you into the shade and quench you with refreshing water. And so, a quick recap on our training module for today of how to build structures of freedom in our life, how to slip into the reality and the structures of freedom, is to unlock the memories in our hearts, especially memories of past relationships, to harvest them, to cut them like flowers and let them die, let them dry out, and use their fibers to reweave our true selves. Because this is an act of self-love, embracing the feminine, feeling the emotions that the memories bring up, sailing across them, letting them move through us, using our minds to harvest the memories, to catch them, brings transformation, and it ignites our solar plexus. This is activating our root chakra, our earth star chakra, and our solar plexus to a new level. We are translating ancient wisdom and seeing through the lies and spells the patriarchy has placed over them. And by patriarchy, we don't solely mean men, we mean everybody who's fallen under the spell of the patriarchy. It is a structure of the fifth sun. It keeps us trapped in conformity. It keeps us from being who we truly are and following our hearts. But when we see through that and we translate the true sacred text for what they really say, such as your divine purpose is written in your heart. Always follow your heart. What you love is sacred. What you desire is sacred. What you dream about is sacred. Then we can be reunited with our feminine side. Thus our feminine and masculine can celebrate the creation of the child. Any creations they create together is the sacred child. Our hearts are no longer judged. We are not judged by our past, and our hearts cannot sin against us. Our hearts, when we follow them, are always right, always in the light. When we speak our truth, we unlock doors. We can step through the portal into the structures of freedom. When we are quiet and we listen to our hearts, or we channel divine wisdom from our ancestors or the earth or angels or from our own hearts, then we are exercising the portal and following the wisdom of the feminine, and that leads us to freedom. This reading is supported by the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. We're doing well crafting and honing our spell, our creative abilities, our manifestational abilities. We are doing well in authenticity. So keep up the good work. Your craftsmanship skills are well desired and will bring much profit, abundance, pleasure, joy, peace, serenity, and freedom. Thanks for joining. See you next time. At Werewolves Shapeshifter Tarot.